We stay swishing, 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 swishing. Rise up, stay swishing, 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 swishing. Willing every jumper with a flick of wrist. Never a doubt, a fear of miss. Anyone sleeping on my shots get fits. Cause every shot do nets, do rips. Cards, hearts, darts, rewards, smarts, sharks.
Welcome on in, episode number 48, right?
48, yes. Nazi Muhammad and artist Gilmore, Walt Gilmore.
You looked it up. There's no way you knew that off the top of your head.
Confession, I had to look it up because 48 is such a rare number. Only 2 ever players, and those are the 2. And that is my special surprise for him this week.
I knew you cheated.
I had to. There's only 2 ever players.
So today we're going to bring back another segment that we labeled in the past, Dimer of the Week. As you see by my jersey hidden by the mic, Tyrese Maxey will be the Dimer of the Week. Very insane output, carrying his team to a couple wins. I happen to see him in person for one of the wins, so that made it a little bit more special. But there is a lot of good dimers out there that are heating up. Unfortunately, one might be being removed from the league by himself.
Who's that?
Tris Paul.
Oh, retired. He doesn't really play much anymore anyway.
He plays.
Barely. He had some DMPs too this year, so I don't know. I feel like he's overdue for that.
Dimer of the Week.
So it's Tyrese Maxey.
Yep. He gets the honors.
So in the Dimer of the Week award, if I recall, it's not actually the best passer.
Playmaker. Who makes the most plays and contributes to winning.
I didn't see too many wins.
There was wins. It only constitutes a week of play. Keep that in mind, not the whole season.
And my Dimer of the Week goes to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, easy one.
Yeah, exactly. Wins.
But I take into account that the player is the most valuable. Like,
again,
if he wasn't on the team, you'd probably not be...
Again.
I think they could win without him. I mean, they don't even play him in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, because they already have such a big lead with him. That's my point. Most valuable. Say less.
Anyway, should we get into the Unspeakables?
So we're calling this episode Speaking on the Unspeakables.
The first one I want to get into that I don't think people want to talk about quite yet is that LeBron does not have the same impact he once had. I know people are like happy that he's back from sciatica or whatever, however you say it.
Yeah, sciatica nerve. I
don't think he has the same athleticism. As you saw, he did not reach an alley-oop from Austin Reeves the other day. I think it was yesterday.
As of the recording.
Yeah, so that'd be Sunday night.
We're taping this as a Monday afternoon.
He still could dunk, but I mean, he doesn't have the same hops. I mean, I don't expect him to, but I think it's time to start realizing that there's a chance he might not be an all-star this year.
Very possible. I also say that Father Time is undefeated, and this was bound to happen.
Yeah, I mean, anything else you want to touch? I feel like it's kind of said without saying. Anything else you want to add to the LeBron?
I've said enough. I still think the Lakers are making the finals, but that's more on the Luka part of it.
The next unspeakable I want to get into is, are we ready to have this debate?
Always ready for debate.
I don't know if I should say it or if we might cut this. I don't know.
No cuts. Say it.
Do you remember when Pat said he doesn't touch on stuff when the block is hot?
Yeah.
And then he ended up getting hot.
Oh boy.
Should I continue?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm sure everyone heard about what happened, whether you believe it's true or not.
A domestic case, in other words.
He's not found guilty yet, although
He's being charged with domestic abuse, in other words.
yeah, I don't know if I believe all of it. There is some factual stuff in there, but who knows if it's the right factual stuff, or if he was just defending himself or someone else, who knows. But
That's interesting that you're taking this part on him, but not on Ballmer.
I mean, part of it is just ties to certain people and like actually like having a connection to someone and not having a connection to another person who happens to be a billionaire.
Yeah, but that shouldn't affect how you judge a human being because everyone's at different levels of wealth. Like I said, courts decide, but end of the day, Pat has actually shown more aggressive factors. Ballmer's never really had anything like that happen.
That's two different topics.
There's
One's
there's
talking about
someone,
money.
No, there's someone.
One's talking about money and one's talking about
Yeah, but
violence.
he shows a history of it. So, I mean,
He has a history of money.
a history of making
Giving
money for
money.
a real business.
Giving money.
That had nothing to do with giving money, the charges. It was funneling money, so-called, but the only person that's still talking about that is the guy who has disgraced himself, so
Do you remember?
I take less in that little fact.
Do you remember the NBA's policy to have players not rest games for no reason? And the headlines were Paul George and Kawhi
So this is our
Leonard.
other thing? The unspeakable third one?
This is part of what you're saying.
Yeah, I remember that.
So my theory here is that Steve Ballmer did not give Paul George and Kawhi their lump sum for that week, so that he said, I'm not playing then.
No.
That is my theory.
No.
The unspeakables continue. Let's
No,
move on.
I think Paul George is a legitimate wuss, so, I mean, it has nothing to do with money.
No, I don't think he's a wuss. I think he is very underappreciated with all the
don't think
things he
so.
went through with injuries and people doubting him. He is still a very good winner, and he still proves that to this day. So
A very good winner
could
who
say
has
he's-
never won anything in the NBA.
yeah, well, there's a lot of people that are good winners that haven't won anything.
How are they winners if they've not won anything? That's a
Because
conundrum.
it's hard to win
That's a
the
conundrum.
ultimate
Oh,
prize.
no, how can you be a good winner if you don't win the ultimate
could win-
prize ever?
You could
Ever.
Win, you could win
I'm
the
not
lottery.
saying every year, I'm saying once.
You could win the lottery and still not make the million. That's what I'm saying. I think people like Paul George,
Underachieved every time.
people like Chris Paul,
Underachieved every time.
people like Charles Barkley, people like Embiid, they're
Barkley, I mean,
ultimate winners.
Embiid's
Their
never won anything
injury
in his life.
problems have derailed them for the most part. Except
Embiid
for,
can't get out of the second round. Don't even put him in that conversation.
he's still a winner when he's on the court.
No, he's not.
Yes, he
He's already
is.
proven that he's lost.
That's because
No, don't.
He
That's
wasn't-
because Kawhi got him. He got Kawhi'd. A better player.
all right. Let's continue on the unspeakables. Should I? Do you have any you want to get into?
No, this is yours. I didn't come prepped for that.
Well, speaking on cases, Chauncey Billups pleaded not guilty.
Oh, that's a good one. Well, pleading not guilty doesn't mean anything. It just means he's trying to save his reputation. Because if he's guilty, it's 20 years in prison. I mean, obviously not guilty.
Aren't you not allowed to lie to the courts?
No, it's not lying. It's pleading not guilty.
Isn't that lying if he is guilty?
Technically, but it also saving his skin because then he does 20 years in prison if he is guilty. If he says, yes, I'm guilty, that's no contest. He goes to prison. Why would you do that?
I don't know. Maybe he wants to rat someone out.
I mean, we already have one rat of the NBA ranks.
The Unspeakables continue.
Gilbert Arenas started this whole thing by ratting out, and he even showed that he was going to rat out.
I mean,
it only makes sense. He did it.
Did he rat out Billups?
He could have. They have a beef.
I think that's about all I wanted to touch on with Unspeakables.
How about another unspeakable? The NBA has become injury-filled, and we know why. Someone else said this too, but I was thinking it before. I mean, no one's going to believe me, but whatever. The major injuries, the what do you call it? Tissue, soft tissue injuries. Yeah, soft tissue injuries is a result of a faster pace in the NBA. It's at its all-time highest pace. Check the statistics on that, and that's why you see so many injuries in the soft tissue areas, because human beings are not meant for that much pressure and speed consistently all game like that. It is a beautiful product to watch, but it is also a dangerous one at times.
I mean, especially if you're going to play iso ball for most of it.
No, I mean, all the movements are worse. That's what the point is on that.
I mean, you could play fast and have people stand around still. And
yeah, by passing, but like if you check the paces, it's never been at this pace before. That's why you see gigantic scores like 130s, 140s consistently.
Actually, I just thought of another. Crap! Did I forget it? Oh, Unspeakables. No one's really mentioned this recently, but since the Tyler Hero Sixth Man of the Year, I feel like the award kind of dropped down quite a bit. They used to be averaging 20 a game. Now it's dropped down to like 13, 14. And I think the favorite right now is Ajay Mitchell, who's averaging, I think, 14.
Disagree.
But there's also Jaime Jaquez, who's averaging
going to him.
16, 6, and 6. But that's still not 20 a game. I mean, if you
it's
count
not
the
about
assists,
points, though.
Six mans are about buckets, you said.
Yeah, but it's also the impact. I mean, Jaquez, if you watch the Heat, he has a huge impact on them.
I mean, yeah, but you'd think someone like Anthony Simons would be averaging like 18, 20 a game off the bench.
Yeah, but what's he impacting?
Points.
He's not impacting wins. I don't know. I kind of feel like he kind of goes under the radar, Simons, and Jaquez is actually on a good team. So, I mean, that's why I would say him. At this moment, things change in a long season, though.
Actually, there's another unspeakable. Let's both, I'm kind of putting you on the spot here, but let's both name a coach who you've never seen held a clipboard before, and I'll go first. I've never seen Nick Nurse hold a clipboard and draw up a play. Like, what is happening when he calls timeout? He just looks around, walks into onto the court, looks at the refs, walks back. Like, why are you holding a clipboard and having a play ready for out of timeout?
I have a hot take on that, though. It's not what you think. So clipboards are kind of old stuff, Lucas, I would say. We've outgrown that in the modern game, and there's these things called tablets now.
Okay,
That's my take on it. You don't really use clipboards
he's
anymore.
not holding a tablet either.
Also, if you watched the Roommates show this week, some people didn't. Rick Pitino, an infamous, one of the best college coaches there is, says he doesn't really use clipboards anymore. And he actually has faith in his captain. He goes to him and say, "What do you think we should run?" And then they call the play together. That is new age modern basketball to me.
Okay, but you're the coach. Like, you gotta call the play sometimes, and you
Yeah,
gotta
but
be
you
the
don't
one.
need a clipboard for it.
Yes, you do. You gotta
Maybe
make
in
sure
the
everyone's
80s.
in the spot in the right
Yeah,
spot.
that's what tablets are for. They have them on the sideline if you watch games.
Well, I know that, but you gotta have everyone on the same page.
That's what the tablet's for. Again, my point. I mean, you could have your opinion, sure, but honestly, they've outgrown the clipboard. That's kind of like 80s, 90s stuff to me.
Is it time to also say that the Hawks are actually better without Trae Young? I mean, they're not much better, but I feel like their play style is much improved without him.
So what you're saying is he's one of the most overrated players?
No, because he's good, but he doesn't really have the impact of winning.
Again, I posed the question.
I want to call him overrated. I just don't think he's
So he's a cone.
a franchise cornerstone.
So he's
If
basically
you
a
actually
cone.
want to win.
He's the biggest cone there is, you're basically saying.
Well, I mean, everyone knows that.
All right. And people who haven't watched before, cone means bad defender.
If this is a player, say this is Trae Young, you just go around him. That is a cone.
Yeah, he's statistically one of the worst defenders in the NBA. So, I mean, it's not an outlandish statement to say that.
I have a question. How do the Pacers have so many roster spots? They just signed Kobe Buffkin.
Well, for one, they did get a exception because of the Halliburton thing.
They already got one before that with what's his name? The point guard,
Nemhard?
DeLon Wright? Was that it?
Oh,
No.
DeLon. Yeah,
It
but
was some kinda-
they were cutting people left and right.
I feel like they always have someone new.
Yeah, because none of them are working. They had all the guys the Knicks had. You said they had Gary Bird too.
Was that them? Yeah. Yeah, I think he's still there, unfortunately.
We could use Gary Bird right about now after that Shaman injury.
Why didn't you guys sign him?
Can't. Remember the cap rules? We didn't get an exception.
I mean,
We literally can't.
Diawara might be the worst basketball player in the whole
No, stop it. Maybe not so good on offense yet, but he is a second round pick this year. Give him some time to develop a little bit. He just came over from France.
I mean, you should go back there.
Stop it.
We're on Unspeakables.
I mean, he played like 3 games so far. Give him a break. I see promise in his length and his defense, but offensively he needs work.
If you're the Hawks, would you trade Trae Young for LaMelo Ball 1-for-1?
Absolutely.
Why?
For one, I don't like Trae Young. 2, you get someone who's a tiny bit younger. You also get someone who is,
Way more injury prone.
no, I would say a little bit bigger. When you talk about defense, ball plays a little better.
But does he elevate you to winning more?
Not necessarily, but I mean, they have the other pieces around. They just need someone that fits better.
All right. What do you think about, say, if you have 5 fouls at the end of the fourth? What do you think about adding an extra 7th foul that you could give
No,
so that you could play more minutes?
no,
You don't think that's fair?
no, because then they're going to play it out a different way and you're still going to have the issue. Honestly, that doesn't even really affect much because you have more wiggle room then to get another foul because you're not getting pulled after 2 in the first or 3 in the first half.
I'm talking about overtime. Like if it goes into extra time.
If it goes to OT, no, because that's still the same game. Play by the rules. Don't get your 6th foul.
I mean, I feel
You
like
put yourself in that.
like there's
You
too
put
many
yourself
people
in that
fouling
position.
out.
Yeah, because the defense is so poor.
No,
Move your feet, you won't get fouls. There's guys consistently that don't foul out. That actually play defense. In other words, Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby rarely foul out. Yet they play some of the hardest defense.
that's because the refs respect them so much.
No. Sometimes they get like only 2 calls on them a game.
Defensively.
And they're playing the best offensive player, most cases, except for... We could get into last game about the Knicks, and I was listening to KFTV earlier on how we put Mitchell Robinson on Franz instead of Mikal, and I noticed the same thing when I was watching the game, and it was kind of awful to watch. Mitchell does not have the foot speed that Mikal does.
I also heard the Knicks have a new mascot.
No, we don't.
You do. Spike Lee's the new mascot.
No, he's not a mascot. Get him out.
Get him out?
No, he's not a mascot.
You want him out of the arena?
No, out of your thoughts.
Why don't the Knicks have a mascot?
Don't need it. We don't need gimmicks. We already got the best arena. We got the best fans. We got the best colors. What more do you need? We are the Mecca already. No need for any gimmicks to get in some fans. We sell out every game.
Speaking of that, do you think that the NBA went a little bit downward is because the older folk kind of lost touch with it and they it's not the same sport they were used to? Because I feel like a lot of young people watch it and it's hard to I mean, you can grow in the young population, but I feel like if you get the older population back, then you have what you used to have.
That's part of it. It's also the clip era, so people watch clips instead of whole games.
I mean, yeah, but if you want to watch it, you're going to watch it.
Right. I'm just saying they lost some that. Where back in the day, there was no such thing as short form clips like that. The only version of that was highlights on ESPN, and that was so quick that you didn't even get all the stuff all the time. So I would say the clip era, and not talking about clippers, I'm talking about as in video clips. Short form, like
handing out money.
Shorts. No, stop it.
Handing out money.
Stop. That's not what I'm saying. Like, attention spans change that too, because people don't tune into
Do you have
long
anything
games.
else you want to get into with the Clippers?
They're cooked.
What about the person against Ballmer?
Do I really want to speak on...
It's the Unspeakable podcast.
Do I want to speak on Pablo Torre being a gross human being? I mean, it's already been said by people. This is weeks old now, how he got into Jordan Hudson and Bill Belichick's relationship. I was not appreciative of that, and it kind of shows his character. I don't appreciate him as a media guy, as a fellow media person.
What would you rather him done?
Stay out of his business.
I mean, how did he even get it, though?
Because he is who he is. He's a slimy person. Same way he found the little thing about Kawhi. Leeching off someone else's findings in videos. Nothing original there.
So that's all you wanted to get into with him?
Yeah, I don't appreciate him as a person.
Anything else?
Well, we could close this out in the traditional matter. The first thing I gotta ask you is, what is your favorite dish on Thanksgiving, though? In the world of silly.
Probably, honestly, it's like, it's weird because it's the leftovers after Thanksgiving where I feel like, I don't know, the turkey tastes a little bit better when you put it into a sandwich rather than just eat it by itself. So I would say like a turkey sandwich with some fixings on it.
Segue into the greatest dish there is, as I don't like turkey, is ham. That is my dish. And by far the world of silly, ham is the traditional meat you should eat on Thanksgiving. Screw turkey. Say less.
Opinions are opinions.
All right. But we got our traditional back. We got the song of the week. You ready for this?
No.
Spray era. What is a spray? When you touch the paint and kick it to the corner for a 3-pointer, they say I'm like Curry, dropping 30 on Lucas before he gets 10 assists. Thank you for tuning in, episode 48.
Like, share, subscribe.
To the frickin' pod. Peace, love, prosperity.